We're here with Check and Go. Thank you so much for joining us. And my name is Danielle Tufano. And to the side of me, you can see my new friend, Chiquita E. She's the store manager of the Check and Go at 2003 West 79th Street in Chicago. How are you, Chiquita?
I am doing so well this Monday morning. How about yourself, Danielle?
Good. I can't believe how fast and slow this year has already gone by. Like we're into June already, but it feels like we're still in January. And I don't think anybody has any concept of time or anything at this point.
No, I don't think so either. But it's already like June 7th. And, before you know it, it'll be December. So, yeah.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about you and Check and Go and some of the great things that you guys have going on. So let's first start with you. How long have you been with the company?
I actually been with Check and Go for 5 years. I started in February of 2016. So it's been 5 years. I started as a CSR. I worked my way up, became a store manager in 2019. And that is where I am right now, still a store manager on 79th and Damon.
And, I think the big part of this interview that we want to let people know is that you guys are open, you're here, you're ready to serve the community. So why don't we talk a little bit about Check and Go so our listeners know a little bit about the company?
Sure. So Check and Go has been in business for 25 years. We have roughly over 600 retail stores across the U.S. We serve over 80 million loans. And sometimes people don't have a lot of places to turn to when they're in a financial pinch. And it is our mission to help people in the community get the money they need when they need it.
And Chiquita, you talked about when you're in a financial pinch. My God, I feel like so many people have experienced that over the last year and a half. So having a resource there for people is fantastic. Now, you talked about nationwide, how many stores you have. How about here in Illinois, near the Chicagoland area?
Oh, in the Chicagoland area, we have 42 stores throughout Illinois and 42 stores within the 15 to 20 minutes of the downtown area of downtown Chicago. So we have quite a few stores here in Illinois that our customers still can come to for their financial pinch.
And I know you can find a location that's nearest you, wherever it is that you're watching this interview, at checkandgo.com/locations. That's CHECK, the letter N, GO.com/locations. What services and products do you guys offer at Check and Go?
So we currently are offering the payday loans, which is the cash advance loans with the minimum of $50. And the max is $865 at the new low interest rate of 36% APR. We also have net spend cards that we sell and load, but basically it's just the payday loans. So, yeah.
So if somebody watching right now is interested in applying for a loan, what do they need? What should they gather before they come and reach out to you guys?
Oh, so we recommend that our customers have an open and active checking account with a bank. So they would need like a personal check or a direct deposit form or their current most recent bank statement. Verifiable income. So like their check stub. If they have Social Security, they would need the 2021 award letter. If they have pension, their award letter. We do accept unemployment. They would need their most current unemployment letter. A government issue ID, and a working home phone or cell phone.
Got it. We're talking to Chiquita E, the store manager of the Check and Go, 2003 West 79th Street in Chicago. So let's say that a customer were to stop in today. How soon could they leave with funding if they're approved for a loan? How fast is that process?
Within 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. So the process is maybe like an hour, but as soon as they walk out the door, they have their funds with them. Here in the state of Illinois, we do have a new instant funding program called Level Pay. It is a 10% processing fee through the third party company where the money will be automatically deposited into their account even before they walk out the door. So that is a new feature that we are offering our customers. And then they also can receive a paper check.
And that would be no fees, right, with a paper check?
No fees, exactly, with the paper check, correct.
Great. So why do people typically go to Check and Go for your services?
One, we have great customer service. If you Google any one of our stores, you'll see our names pop up. I have customers that will come into my store, or they'll call and they'll say, "Who am I speaking to again?" And I'll say, "This is Chiquita." And they say, "Oh, I seen your name in the Google review. Oh yeah, I'm going to come to you." And I'm like, "Okay, awesome." So just great customer service. We have, like I said, the new low interest rate of 36%, and we're still here to help the community out as much as we can. So besides great, we have great customer service here at all of our stores.
And, Chiquita, I think that says a lot too, when your store managers and your employees are, let alone are they working there in your community, but they're out there, they live there, they play there, they do things in the community. And so it kind of goes back to what you said with like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person. And it's kind of gives you that community feel. So being with Check and Go now, I think you said 5 years, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about, can you think of any moments or situations when you were able to help one of your customers that really kind of stands out in your mind?
So when I first became a manager in 2019, I had a young man who father passed away. But at that time, I didn't know that the dad had passed away. I was just trying to get in touch with him because his payment was past due. So I called. He finally answered the phone. And he said, well, I'm such a son. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So he said, I will bring in the paperwork. And he said, so how can I go about getting a loan? So then I told him all the required documents that he needed. And so when he did bring me in the death certificate, he also brought in his documents, and he's still a customer. That's been over 2 years. So he's still a customer to this day.
Kind of like a family affair type thing, right? In an unfortunate situation. Okay, so let's talk, Chiquita, about your store specifically. So you're at the store 2003 West 79th Street in Chicago. If somebody's listening, if they're like, you know what, Chiquita seems really cool, I want to go visit her in her store. Let's talk about your store hours. When are you guys open?
So we're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're also open on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we're closed on Sundays. Okay. So anytime throughout that day, Monday through Friday and Saturday, they can come visit us. We are there open, ready to serve the community.
Perfect. And are there any special events, or do you have any cool promotions that'll benefit any of our listeners going on right now?
So we do have if you take out a loan, we have a $500 sweepstakes that your name will be entered in. If you come in and you apply for a loan and you get approved.
Very cool. I think everybody could use an extra $500.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, at this point in time. So when does that contest end?
I think it ends in July.
July 3rd, I think is
July 3rd. Yeah, it starts June 21st and it ends July 3rd.
Perfect. $500 just for visiting Check and Go and applying for a loan. So, Chiquita, the store manager, she's at the Check and Go location, 2003 West 79th Street in Chicago. Before we say goodbye, is there anything that I missed or anything that you want to add in for our listeners?
No, I just think that I want the listeners to know that we are still here. We are still open. We're not going anywhere. We're here to help the community. So just come by and stop at any one of our locations. Like Danielle said, if you want to find a location near you, you can go to checkandgo.com/locations. You can enter your zip code and I'm sure one of the stores will pop up.
Okay. Chiquita E, store manager at one of their Chicago locations. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.